Welcome back to the KOAM Morning News. 6:18 now on this Monday morning across the 4 states. We've got clear skies. It's considerably calmer than it was Sunday early morning. But we do have some patchy fog out there. MoDOT camera 20th and range line. Can't see any fog in the Joplin area from here. And as we take a look at the KDOT camera at 69 and East 520th Avenue, right up above the banner here, you can see there is some patchy fog. Not too terribly dense, but definitely some fog out there. And we're taking a look at the KOAM Studios camera here just north of Crestline. And you can see that fog out there. Again, not terribly dense, but there is some patchy fog. Now, some of us, though, are experiencing some dense fog. We'll take a look at that in just a moment. All right, we've got the sun rising, clear skies in Joplin, 63, dew point humidity both up there. It's going to be a bit muggy as we go through today, and it's going to be a bit toastier than what we've seen here lately as well. Sitting at 60 in Fort Scott, Pittsburgh, 59 in Iola, Parsons, 60 Neodesha, Chetopa, 63 Miami, Neosho, and up to 64 now in Carthage. As we look at the fog tracker, you can see some of the densest fog right out here inside Parsons and just to the west of Parsons, south of Chanute. But as you saw in the other cameras, there is some patchy fog throughout a good portion of the area, and some of the rural areas, even though some of the cities may be reporting some better visibilities, some of these rural areas also having some dense patchy fog out there as well. So do make sure you slow down, give yourself plenty of time to get where you're going this morning, because you'll hit these patches and then they'll clear and you'll hit another patch. And of course, if you run into the fog, use your fog lights, not your brights. Of course, with the sun coming up, a little easier to navigate, but still, slow down, be careful. Fog lasting through about 8 o'clock, then we'll go sunny skies and pretty warm. Look at this, near 80 by 11 o'clock this morning. We head into this afternoon. We know some of us got some storm damage over the weekend, so if you're outside cleaning up, you want to dress safely for any of that cleanup, but you also want to make sure you're dressing as light as you can because it's going to be pretty hot, and make sure you're staying hydrated out there as well. We're looking at highs today, upper 80s, right near 90 degrees, and heat advisories even in northeast Oklahoma, including Delaware County, simply because of so many people being without power. We're talking upwards 300,000 people in eastern Oklahoma without electricity. So the heat advisories are in place, not necessarily because it's going to be too terribly hot, but because there's no power. So you don't have air conditioning, and there's a lot of cleanup going on, putting people outside. So again, just make sure you're taking precautions if you are outdoors today, especially if you're doing some heavy lifting or any kind of hard work cleaning up after the storms over the weekend. We go through the rest of the evening. We're staying mild. Look at this, 88 by 6, 84 at 8, down to 73 by 10. And as you can see, we're expecting to stay clear as we head through the evening and into the overnight hours, and a fairly mild overnight as well as we drop back into the upper 60s, near 70 for overnight lows. It's going to continue to stay warm. We're going to stay sunny to partly cloudy. We're going to be in the upper 80s, low 90s as we head through the rest of this week. Wednesday, Elk, Chautauqua County may see a stray shower or two. Unfortunately, looks like most of us are going to stay dry. I know we need more rain. We got some good rain over the weekend. We need a lot more, and we're going to be pretty dry for the next several days. Official first day of summer, Wednesday, talking 91. And we go into the weekend, look at these highs pushing mid-90s. Some of the forecast models suggesting that Saturday may be even closer to 100 degrees for an afternoon high. And then that corresponds with this. Look at that overnight low Saturday night, pushing near 80 degrees for an overnight low. I was talking earlier, when I was working weekends, being the 10 o'clock news during the summer, it's 10:15. You look at the temperature on our ticker down there, and it's showing 85 degrees at 10 o'clock at night. Then we have pop-up storms possible Sunday and Monday. It's going to be fairly isolated. And as we go into the middle of next week, temperatures climb again, mid-upper 90s, once again pushing close to 100. We'll be back with more of the KOAM Morning News right after this.